Welcome everyone, welcome to another preview. This is MetalCanyon and we'll be previewing Space Run Galaxy, a game by Passtech Games, and if the description is to be believed, it's a one-man studio! I haven't actually checked, but you know, that's the description of the game, so I guess it is a one-man studio, which makes this game even, well, far more impressive than it already is. Oops, I gave it away. Well, anyway, hope you'll still watch the review, or the preview, whatever you wish to call it. Anyway, it is a tower defense game, and you know how much I love me some tower defense games with Defense Grid 1, Defense Grid 2, and so on and so forth. I've also played the others, but I haven't let's play them. And yes, I love tower defense games, and this one is a lot of fun, and it actually puts an interesting twist on the whole tower defense mechanic, because you're actually running a spaceship in space. Space Run Galaxy does have an online component, which means, unfortunately, you can select your server, US server or EU server, and you can also play in offline mode if you don't have a, a constant internet connection for some reason. So that's good, However, don't start playing online if you don't have a constant, or you won't have a constant connection, because the offline mode obviously will not have your profile saved and you will lose all your progress. Of course, it's still going to be waiting for you online, but, just a heads up. Anyway, let's connect to the servers and continue the game with my MetalCanyon profile. And here we go. Here is the map. Now, these are, in a way, they are levels. All these things, the SETI Station, Colony L87, Station K2001, Anterix, Gaius, and so on and so forth. You know the words. I'm not going to be reading them out to you. Anyway, you could imagine these as levels. This was the starting level, and we had to go to Gaius, and then so on and so forth. But the nice thing about this is that while technically they do present levels to you, they're not actually levels themselves. And it's not linear. You can select what missions you wish to complete, and then, deliver the cargo there, because yes, we are a space runner, which means we deliver cargo. Let me show you. This is my ship. Captain. This is my ship. I know, it looks a bit, ramshackle and all that, but this is how the game works. Your ship is made out of hexagonals, and you basically build up your ship like this, and this is where you can put all your towers, your weapons, your utility items, and of course your cargo as well, because remember, we said that you have to complete missions.
The galaxy needs you.
There's an ape scientist. I really like this guy, by the way. I'll get more to that, later on the art and everything else. But you can select missions over here. Right now, I'm too low a level to select any others. But my one mission, which is a secondary or a side quest, if you like, is to bring 5 cargo. Here it is. 5 cargo to Tortuga. Now, this means that it takes up 5 spaces because, as you can see, this one has 1 dot and this one has 3, which means we get 2 of these, which take up 1 slot, and 1 of these, which actually takes up 3 slots, 3 hexagonal slots next to each other, which is a pretty cool thing because you have to strategize. And not only that, but remember, I have a limited amount of space on my ship. Now, this is always where the main engine will start, and this is where my bridge will be. So these are already taken. Now, all the other hexagons are free, so I can put whatever I like over there. If I wanted, I could put the cargo up at the front, but you don't want to do that because you want to keep the cargo safe, and that is why I color these hexagons. This changes nothing, by the way. You can color your ship however you like, but I like coloring them for further reference when I'm in the heat of battle. So I know that the blue ones are where I'd like to have the shields, if possible, and the green ones are where I'd like to, store my cargo. And I'll get back to the cargo now. Because we have a limited amount of space, we actually have to place the cargo somewhere in the ship, and it's going to take up space that we could otherwise, use for turrets and such. So that's a pretty interesting thing. I have to say I really like it. Added to that, whenever you complete missions, you are awarded space credits, which are up here, and various materials. Right now I've gotten an exceptional material for the first time in the game, which can be used, all these materials can be used with mechanics to buy more turrets. Because on each mission, you have a limited amount of turrets. I have 10 laser cannons, I have 1 missile launcher, and so on and so forth. Now, you can use these freely on missions, you can use all of them, and they will always replenish for the next mission, but your ship will always get completely stripped of all the unnecessary modules, which means apart from the bridge and the main engine, it will be completely stripped. So you always start at 0. However, this is this is something that recurs. This is something that stays. Whatever you upgrade, you will have throughout the game. Now, 10 laser cannons might seem like a lot because I don't have that many spaces really, especially because laser cannons, all the cannons mostly have to have a free line of sight, so I can't just place some over behind the bridge. It's not going to work. But that's the total amount you have per mission. If they destroy 5 of them, you'll have 5 left. That's it. Or if you sell 6 of them, you'll have 4 left. You can't just keep making them. This is not the maximum amount you can have on a mission. This is maximum amount full stop, if they're destroyed or not. So anyway, mechanics work in the way that you've got offensive modules, defensive modules, utility, and basic modules. And on different space stations, you will have different mechanics. This one, for example, cannot do defensive modules. And this brings us to another cargo problem. The materials you always get the materials as a reward for a mission on the station where you were supposed to deliver the cargo. So, I was supposed to deliver some cargo over here, and I got this exceptional material. Now, exceptional material is nice because it can be used to craft anything, for example, as you can see here. However, if I were to, for example, have, I don't know, if I got some blue stuff, which is the defensive modules, this guy cannot use it. Now, there are 2 things you can do. You can either load up those blue modules and bring them to a station, you can see these hexagons down here, to a station which does do defensive modules, or you can ask a player to do it, because that's the multiplayer component. You can go to My Contracts and you can create a new contract and ask players to actually deliver your cargo to a different station of your choosing. Now, if the players get destroyed, you will never lose your cargo, so you're safe from that. So you can see that I've got some materials here, I've got some materials here, and so on and so forth, and I try to gather them over here at Gaia's. It's really out of, it's a little bit out of the way, unfortunately, but it does have the mechanics can do all of the things. So it's quite nice. I like to store the materials there. But as I said, you do have to have space for your cargo. Nobody will be paying you to transport your own materials. I've gotten way off topic on this. Well, off topic, I digress here. So let me just show you some of the gameplay so I won't be just babbling about. So anyway,
let's find a job you can go ape over.
Yeah, there's also full voice acting in the game, by the way. All the main missions are completely voiced. And I have to say, the voice acting is actually pretty decent. I really enjoy it. I was actually pretty surprised. And I love the art of the game. I like this ape scientist. He's quite cool. So he wants us to go to Tortuga. Let's view that on the map. So he wants us to go here. Now, sometimes you will get missions where they will ask you to go, for example, from Colony L87 to Station K2001, or even Badouin, which means that you'll have to take, 1, 2, 3 trips to get there, unless you find a different space lane. So anyway, let us take this mission over here. And let's play it now. So here we go. Now, every mission starts... let's click here, run. Excuse me. So this is our ship. This is a slightly upgraded ship. It's not the basic ship anymore because the basic one does not have enough spaces. Ships differ in a way that they have a different amount of maximum hexagonal cells, and they also have a different layout, because you can't just put extra hexagonal cells everywhere. You have to keep to a certain layout where you can expand. So, we have our cargo over here. Now, this is our cargo. We don't have to take it with us, but for the mission, we have to take this cargo. So let's put the genetic decoder somewhere. Now, see, this is the problem. I want to keep this middle space for my generator, for my shield generator. So I'll probably put this here. It's not perfect because it can get destroyed and damaged, or damaged. We don't really care about it being damaged, but we don't want it to get destroyed because in that case, you know, it's a bit of a problem. Sometimes missions, you know, only require you to bring 50% of the cargo there, and sometimes, you know, more, or even 100%. So if I were to lose one of these, for example, and they wanted 100%, I would simply have to go back to this station and get one more. So, you know, you're not really lost if you lose some of the cargo on the way. Also, other players require your services. I'm not going to be doing missions right now because I've got, you know, quite a lot of cargo here already. So I'm not going to be taking my exceptional material here with me. I'm just going to start the mission. Now, I do apologize. I'll probably really suck on this run because the game is quite frantic, and I'll try to be explaining things, but there is no pause button. So I'll try to explain things as fast as I can. Now, for every mission, you also have to be quick, and you get quick by building more engines. And that will give you a bonus at the end. So let me place some space thrusters here. So over here on the bottom, we can see that we will get some small pirate space drones. So I'll put a laser cannon here and here. Now this is our money over here, hex nuts.
No such thing as too many cannons.
Hex nuts are used to build cannons, to build everything else. And now that we have two rockets. Oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of them. We also pick up the hex nuts they leave behind, and they're quite destroying that cargo over there, as you can see. It's not very nice, and they might actually destroy it. Yeah, I'll have to put a shield generator over here. And some more defenses. Let's put a plasma cannon down here, because it can actually move. Now, most of the cannons cannot they cannot reorient. The plasma cannon can, however, and that is why I'm placing it down here, so I can quickly rotate it, for example, to the back. But right now I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to build another space thruster, probably, because down here you can see that to get 2 stars, I need one more thruster, probably. Come on. Bang. No, yes. You can see that oh, bloody hell. Let's use the special ability. Every turret has a special ability, by the way, that you can turn on for this focus over here. And the more engines you have, the faster your focus replenishes. Okay. Let's have some more space thrusters.
Wise choice.
Wise choice indeed. My turrets are getting destroyed. You cannot repair your turrets unless you place down repairing units, for example. And this plasma turret is in a... Uh-oh. I'm getting lots of stuff every time you feel like you're completely outgunned. Now get them quickly. Oh, shoot, it's these guys. That's not good. Another space plasma cannon, please.
No such thing as too many cannons.
Let's get an ion cannon here. Let's get some laser turrets down here, because we got some big asteroids coming. You can see that the game is quite frantic. Do it. Special ability with the ion cannon. I love that ion cannon. It's so nice with the special ability. And we're actually gonna get the light speed delivery. What are these? Pirate Ion Starfighter. Okay, we can also use the special abilities of the laser cannons, which does quite a bit of damage. It does 300 damage. Come on, guys, come on. These asteroids are horrible when they hit. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Come on, they can actually destroy our hexagons. There we go, that engine got quite a bit hurt.
Hey, we don't have unlimited resources.
That was not cool. I need... let's see. Let's have a plasma cannon here.
Wise choice, as always.
Okay, that's good. We'll need some more firepower over here for the asteroids. That's not going to be good. Now remember, at any point, you can just sell your stuff. Wait, I'm going to put some missile launchers here.
Construction on its way.
And a shield generator. Yeah, the comet is very frantic. Now, if they destroy your modules, you can still rebuild them, you know, if you have enough of them. I only have one more laser turret. So if they destroy one laser turret, I can replace it, but then that's it. And enemies always randomly arrive from various corners. So you always feel completely bloody outgunned. And I'm out of focus, so I can't actually use special abilities on these. Oh, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be really bad. These are still cooling down. Ow. Oh, ow, ow. That's gonna destroy my engine. Bang.
Construction lost.
And now you can see that I'm going to lose the best possible time because I lost that engine. So 3 stars, no more. And I can't put any... Oh, bloody hell. Shoot. I can't put another engine anywhere because it actually needs to have a free space behind it. Oh, this is bad. Can I move this somehow? Yes, I can, a little bit. And I'll have to... let's do a defensive
Can't
upgrade.
wait to see how this helps us.
A repairing unit as well. I don't have any more missile launchers. Special, please. Nice. I've placed down the upgrade unit, which upgrades my shield. Now, you can only upgrade, you know, modules by placing these things down. Oh, this is gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. Oh, I'm out of focus. This is gonna hurt a lot. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with these turrets. I can't rotate them anymore. But you can see, the comet is... Ooh, this is gonna be bad. This is the last wave, by the way. But this is gonna be really bad. Really bad. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh.
Ouch.
Fortunately, you can see that the second star is still green. That's because we got, you know, far ahead enough with 4 or... Did I have 3 or 4 engines? I think 4. To be in front of this express delivery, so we're fast enough. So there we go. We've gotten to the end. You don't really pay anything to repair your ship.
The client will be pleased. Somehow no cargo was destroyed.
Yeah, we didn't lose any cargo, which is great. So we got this mission done in a single run. Unfortunately, we didn't get 3 stars for it. And as I said, you don't pay anything to repair your ship. That's done automatically. Just think of it as one-time missions. Or, you know, levels. So there we go. We were 9 seconds too slow for the 3 stars, unfortunately. And now we can unload. You can see that they want only 50% of the cargo. So we can do that.
I never doubted you.
Of course you didn't. So we are getting XP, of course. We also get 5,000 space credits. We got 3,000 for the big genetic decoder. A very delicate high-tech DNA analyzer Xeno Prime uses for their genetic modifications research. And we also got extra rewards in term... Oh, what's that? So we got some defensive materials, an exceptional material, which is very nice because it can be used as any other color. And we got a new ship design. Or actually, a new ship, full stop.
Welcome, Captain.
Oh wow, yeah we did. No, this one! Holy crap, it's huge! I like it! Oh yeah!
Ship identification registered. You're ready to go.
Wait. Remaining spaces. Oh yeah. Look at this! Look at how much better it is. This old one has... Okay, it has 13 more cells, but that's just because we put more
Maybe we
on
could
it.
improve this ship a little.
And we've got 14 cells to install here, so that's fine. But it's got 27 less remaining spaces. Because look at how many spaces this one has.
Never hurts
as you can
to tweak
see.
a ship.
Look at all these spaces. That is awesome. So, the one thing I usually want to do... Oh yeah, let me just show you this first. So if you go to a mechanic...
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you. Now, unfortunately, this guy cannot do extra hexagonals. But if he can...
I can't do these things.
In order to make extra hexagonals, you actually need one of each color material. So red, green, and blue. Actually, wasn't there a yellow as well? I can't remember. Anyway, you need lots of materials, and you can make extra cells. And then you can go to the
So
spaceport.
great to see you again.
And the spaceport will charge you nothing to change your ship in any way you like. So every time you're at a space station and a spaceport, you can change your ship however much you like. You know, you can add cells, you can remove cells at your leisure. Of course, you cannot remove the basic cells that are here. This is the basic ship. So the thing is, you have to be careful because, let's see, I will put some more cells over here. So I will have more spaces for the engines, because remember, the engines and most of the turrets need an empty space where they're pointing. So this can be engines, for example. So I will color them like that. However, there's a lot of the times when I have a design like this, for example, I cannot really defend myself from the back. So if something comes from the back, and remember, the paths where enemies come from is always randomized. So even if you repeat a mission and say, oh yeah, I know you're coming from the back this time, they might come from, I don't know, diagonally somewhere from the front. So, you know, in order to defend ourselves, I'm going to put some extra hexagons over here. So I can put a turret here, or this would be even better. So I can put turrets facing back, and over here, these last ones, I can put plasma cannons, because plasma cannons can rotate. Of course, you have to rotate them yourself, but you can rotate them. And of course, forward-facing, I would also like... Actually, I'm going to do this, and then I only have one extra space. So I'm going to color blue the places where I would probably place my shields. Because remember, the shields, you know, place a shield down around all the adjacent hexagons. So I might probably put one here as well. And possibly here. You know, I just color these so I can quickly know where to put my shields in the heat of battle. Because as I said, well, I didn't say that yet, but you never really feel like you're completely overpowered. You always feel like you're...
Well done.
You're
Have fun.
on the edge, you know? You always feel like you're outnumbered, on the edge, about to explode for some reason. Because enemies come from whichever side, they come in quite the numbers, and they shoot at you quite a bit. So you have to, you know, you have to defend yourself from all of that, including asteroids. And by as you could see, they can also not only destroy your upgrades, your turrets and utility items, but also the hexagons themselves. And that's the worst, because that means you cannot build anything on that anymore until you come to a you know, to the next space station. And of course the hexagons will be replenished free of charge, or you get destroyed. So anyway, this is it. I would like to make some more hexagons, but I can't right now, because this mechanic cannot make them. So we also have the merchant.
I offer the finest goods in the galaxy.
The finest goods in the galaxy. You can buy, you know, various items, but they're horribly expensive. You can also
These
sell...
items may interest me.
You can also sell the exceptional materials, for example, but I wouldn't want to do that. Or you can go to the
It's
multiplayer.
good to build rapport with other space runners.
So over here, of course, you know, people can set their own prices. And wow, this is quite a good price, I would say. I'm going to buy that. New portraits unlocked. Yeah, because that was an advanced material. You can see people are selling them for 10,000. Yeah, right. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 4.5. And that guy was selling it for, oh, this is just a normal material. And that guy was selling it for 2,000. So, of course, I bought the pyramid. And you can also filter them, you know, by what you want. For example, if I want exceptional materials, you can see that they're quite expensive. So
Take a close look at my stock.
if I wanted to buy them... Oh, there's a secret delivery highway. We can buy this to get an extra highway place down, which means that we might be able to take a shortcut to a place, you know, and not have to deliver cargo over several spaceways, which is also quite nice.
Ah, space runner business. Please, take a look.
To create a sale, simply follow the instructions on the left by choosing cargo you want to sell on the system map. You can then set the price you want for it. Who knows? you may get rich.
Now, Eve 36 is your onboard computer, but yeah, you can also create your own sales to, of course, to sell your stuff if you want. And also, the nice thing is, for example, I've got, lots of materials over here, and one over here, and so on and so forth. Maybe I want all of these materials to be delivered to Gaius, or, I don't know, Bedouin, or whatever. So it would take me quite a bit to try and deliver all of these, especially because you can't just fill up your ship and instantly travel. If you're loaded with cargo, you have to travel and fight. And of course you need space for turrets as well. So what you can do is create a contract.
To create a contract, simply follow the instructions.
Yes,
You can
I know.
also add a space credits prime in the rewards section. Note that this is optional, but contracts with a higher prime are more likely to be accepted by other players. If you think about it, it makes sense.
Yes, it does. So anyway, you can create a contract for players to transport your cargo to where you want it. And if they're successful, it'll be delivered where you wanted it, and they'll get some money and such. So, you select which materials you want to transport, where you want to transport them, and if you give them any rewards. Because remember, you can give them rewards or you don't. The game will give them rewards for completing their mission anyway, but you can give an extra incentive to do it. And remember, if you're, apprehensive about doing this, what if players will be trolls and, get destroyed on purpose just to lose your cargo? Well, that doesn't happen. Wow. That space highway might actually go to Toria Mines from there. That might be good to buy. So if they do get destroyed, fear not. Your cargo is always safe. It'll just get deposited back at the original place. So that's a pretty cool thing. So anyway, yeah, this is how the game works. You've also got the main quest missions, which are fully voiced, as I said, and they're quite enjoyable, I have to say. Quite good voice acting as well. There we go. Buckman will be waiting for you here soon at level 6, so this is the main mission, but I do need to get to level 6. So we just need to grind a little bit. And I have to say, playing this game, unlocking new types of turrets and so on and so forth, it's extremely satisfying and a lot of fun. I've been playing this for, a few hours, and I love the game. I love tower defense games anyway, as I said, but I do love this game. It's got a nice twist on the tower defense genre. I do like how you have to transport your materials before you can actually use them if the mechanic doesn't actually do the upgrades you want. And it's just a whole feel and polish of the entire game. I'm actually pretty stumped that this was made by one person. Of course, there's, music was made by someone else, and there's voice actors and so on and so forth, but it's pretty damn impressive, really. It's very polished, it never crashed. Never had any problems with it. The only probably minor gripe I would have is the UI when fighting, when actually in combat. You have to really click a lot, as you can see, and especially when it gets very frantic. With the plasma turret, you have to click on them and then turn them either with a mouse wheel or shortcut keys, but it's just a little bit clunky. It doesn't feel like you're completely in control, but that's only a very minor gripe I have with the game. Otherwise, as I said, it's extremely enjoyable for if you enjoy tower defense games anyway. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it's just a lot of fun. I will give you the description down below in the description section. I mean, not the description. I'll give you the links to the game where you can buy it in the description section. And I hope you've enjoyed this preview. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to say, while you get, various asteroids and pyrodrones and such, there's also bosses which have a longer running path around you. For example, they are much bigger, you can destroy their entire ships, they're actually made from hexagons as well, just like your own ship, not just like little drones and such. And there's also like parasites, like alien species and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but yeah, do go and play this, and I hope you'll enjoy. And I hope you've enjoyed this preview. So thanks very much. This was MetalCanyon, and we were looking at Space Run Galaxy from Passtech Games. I'll see you in the next preview. Bye-bye.